Way, South Carolina, this ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the American, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. On the ground, it's John. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jess. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Great place to start for this offense. That's caught. It's Henry. Bulldozes his way through. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's John. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
And the shot to clears are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
The shot to clears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the run, it's Sands, and it's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Costal Carolina. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Finds his man, it's Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Costal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Hinton. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Chanticleers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Hinton. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Trying play action. On the move to his left. A strike downfield.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And the Chanticleers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. He's got it. Oh, ball's out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Costal.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fort Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
Into the secondary on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Messer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Henry. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You'd love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Scrambling away. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Owls.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's another shot to clear.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Brown wants to pass. Got a man, it's Tucker. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And that's another shot to clear.
The shot to clear is getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Simpkin.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Caught in the backfield. It's John. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the shot to clear is lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Hinton. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback now breaking the field. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting where you can get.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the 1-2, and he's got a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Hinton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The shot that clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hinton. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown will throw it. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Costal Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. To a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick off.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
To the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Coastal! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Henry. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy.
There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Wilson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. This is a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this is a part of the game where it is so nice to have a big physical running back who can break tackles, right? You got the lead. It's late in the game. Defense is tired, and he's able to just bounce off of tacklers, keep going forward, picking up first downs and moving the sticks.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move there. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the shot that clears are rolling down the field.
Set, ready.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The shot that clears, trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, shot to clear.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Terrell. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Dances away with the catch. It's Wilson, and he's knocked down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Time to take a shot. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Chanticleers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.